Hallo und willkommen zurück zu L.A. Noire. Nachdem wir in der letzten Folge hier sie verhört haben, die hatten jetzt die Dame, haben jetzt den Laden geschlossen und jetzt holt sie sich hier die Auglein aus. Tja, können wir uns einen Hotdog eigentlich holen? Ich würde gerne einen Hotdog haben, wenn es geht. Hotdog, hallo, ich bin Hotdog. Hab ich einfach auf den Boden geschubst. Mein Gott, bin ich gemein. Okay. Ja, wir fahren dann mal zur Praxis, würde ich mal sagen.
You can drive. Do we know where we're going?
Ja, zur Praxis.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
So. Dann gehen wir mal zur Praxis und hoffen, dass wir da weitere Hinweise finden. Und den Mörder eigentlich mal zur Strecke bringen. Hä? Wo ist denn das jetzt? Hier? In diesem Haus? Ist die Arztpraxis? Ich gucke erstmal, wo die ist. Hier nicht offenbar. Da aber. Dr. Stoneman.
Here, Stoneman, Office 505.
Dann werden wir da hoch müssen. So, 505. Das heißt, wir können den modernen Aufzug hier benutzen, den es schon in den 40er Jahren gab. Wahnsinn, ein Aufzug.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
So, 5. Flur. 505 war das, ne? 503. 505.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Danke.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Was für eine Beziehung hatten Sie zum Opfer?
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Das ist eine Lüge, denn wir haben, wie wir wissen, das Benizidrin-Rezept. Das habe ich mir mal aufgeschrieben. Ich kann die Medikamente so schlecht aufschreiben. Haben wir in der gefunden.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Ja, wir haben dieses Benizidrin-Zeug gefunden. Wo ist es denn? Da.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
Haben Sie eine weitere Medikation für erreicht?
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Ich zweifle das mal an.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
So, ja genau, das werden wir. Wir werden uns wieder melden. So, Telefon. Hier.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Okay. Ich bin jetzt einfach zum Telefon gegangen, weil da drin stand, dass ich zum Telefon gehen musste, weil war ja auf dem Radar markiert. Damn. So. Gehen wir zum Polizeirevier dann.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Das stimmt, Roy. Auch wenn ich dich nicht leiden kann, du hast recht. Leider. Okay, dann gehen wir mal zur Zentralklinik und du
You
fährst.
can drive.
Where are we going?
Das weißt du doch. Frag nicht so blöd.
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Ich glaube, ich lasse jetzt ab sofort immer meinen Partner fahren, weil das kostet einfach nur zu viel Aufnahmezeit, wenn ich jetzt selber fahre. Und das wird sehr gut abgekürzt. Gut, dann gehen wir mal rein. In die gute Stube.
Detectives Phelps and Earl here to see the coroner.
Yes, Detective. He's waiting for you in the examination room.
Danke.
That's the
Here?
top from the newspapers.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Okay. Dann gucken wir uns das mal an. Was ist hiermit? Der hat ja schon die ganzen Organe entnommen. Was soll ich denn jetzt machen? Soll ich die jetzt bekleiden? Entkleiden oder was? Ich verstehe jetzt nicht, was ich machen soll. Ich weiß nicht, wie ich machen soll. Was muss ich jetzt machen? Soll ich jetzt die Leiche angucken oder was? Ach, das.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mel. Thanks for the lead.
So, ich dachte, ich muss jetzt irgendwas machen. Okay. Dann halt eben nicht. Dann fahren wir jetzt wieder zum Hollywood Polizeirevier.
You're behind the wheel.
All right, where to?
Dahin fahren wir jetzt.
This is the place.
Achso, hier sind wir schon. Ach, wir sind schon hier. Hätte ich mal was wissen müssen.
It's him, the cop from the newspaper.
Yeah, das bin ich. Ich bin ein Star.
I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
Wo muss ich eigentlich? Wo ist das? In welchem Interviewraum sitzt er denn?
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
Ich suche gerade den Führerraum 2. Da.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Okay. Welche Beziehung hattest du denn zum Opfer?
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Mach ein paar komische Gesichtszüge, bitte. Willst sie anzweifeln oder dir eine Lüge anhängen? Komm schon. Na, ich zweifle das mal an.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Geht doch. Also, was wissen Sie über Mr. Henderson?
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Das ist eine Lüge?
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Ja, aber die Aussage des Mädels, wo ist es? Die Aussage des Hausmädchens.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get some from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. Do you think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Wissen Sie etwas über den Einbruchsverbrecher LeBlanc?
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Das zweifle ich mal an. Du guckst schon so.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Henry Arnett, director.
Where's the phone? That's right. You can't expect me to turn a blind eye, can you?
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Ah, müssen wir echt verfolgen.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
Aber ich tue doch gar
You're
nicht.
squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Na komm. Was ist das hier für eine komische Kreuzung?
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Was passiert, wenn so ein NPC, wie die wir gerade verfolgen, einen Unfall hat? Die Computer sind nicht gerade sehr ausgereift, was Verfolgungsjagden angehen. Das ist schon mal passiert, wenn man verfolgt hat und der ist irgendwo reingedonnert, ey.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Wohin fährst du? Sag es uns.
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
Tu ich doch gar nicht.
Spooked him. Back into traffic, Phelps, now.
Bleiben wir mal hier ein bisschen stehen.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Na komm schon, sag uns, wo du hinfährst. Da fährt er hin.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Na, wohin gehst du? Na, wirkst du nervös? Scheiße. Ich wurde entdeckt.